さあ、その身に受けなさい。我がポルシュテンデヒピスキエルの力を。
どうした？見覚えがあったか。そのざまでは私に勝てるはずなどない。
With haste. Let's see what this does.
If you're planning to talk to the drow, watch yourself. She's in a right mood.
Oi, Ribbo!
Don't go bothering my pigeon. He's mine. Keep him safe. Then catch one on your own.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Take him for a jog, why don't ya? And don't let the lads snatch him up. No, tell him what they'll do to him. Bring him back when he's all tuckered out. Here's the key. Pigeon's all yours.
Look at this! I'm quite saved! I guarantee the story of your daring rescue of my person will live on for eons. I intend to do just that. A trusty invisibility potion goes a long way in a place like this. We mustn't tarry, but I'd hate for our friendship to end here. Please, won't you meet me once we've both slipped the goblin yoke? Smashing! Soon, my friend. Soon we can share a flagon of something liquid and a tale of daring do. I'll slip away when the coast is clear. See you soon, my friend. I simply can't wait to pick your brain!
Watch your step down by the pens. Wargie's been getting fat on your kind lately.
Heading to see our new pets. I'm just saying, those eyes.
Seen this mess? Flaming Fist Thuggo took a chunk out me arm last raid out.
That last in with it. They were guarding some uppity noble and his friends. Not very well, mind. Drag carried him off. Left the real spoils to us.
A scrying eye. Better be on our best behavior. Till we're out of sight, that is.
get used to all these raids. Especially all this meat. Here, lady, catch!
Can't we just swarm the forest?
Drow wants to know exactly where those adventurers came from.
What are they doing? Hiding in trees? We'll smoke 'em out, no problem.
At least give me a sword! We want you dead, you dumb knuckle. Another outsider come to see the boss? Mind your manners now, or he'll throw you in the pit. Get down there and stop complaining! Ah!
Let's hope this gives us some answers.
Sugan al Sukok, Otasho Kek Doors! I command you, corpse. Speak. Reveal truth to the Absolute! Nothing. Must be reading it wrong. Sugan al Sukok.
The hobgoblin turns to you, and the parasite squirms in your skull. You taste the ale on his tongue, and the bile in his soul. The visions cloud your inner eye for a brief moment once again. You see the hobgoblin bowing before the armored elf you'd glimpsed before. The elf speaks of the hunt for a great weapon, and the rewards that will go to whoever finds it. The hobgoblin's eyes gleam hungrily.
If it isn't another true soul.
He doesn't speak his next words, yet they still rattle your skull from within.
You ever talk to a dead squid? Now's your chance.
This Mind Flayer's build is smaller, its garb plainer. A fearsome creature even in death, but not the one that tormented you. Yet it too roamed the Nautiloid. It would have seen you, known you.
Absolute says the dead squiddy had a weapon. I reckon the killer nabbed it and scooted off to that looter camp. We find who killed it, and we find who took that weapon. So settle in.
You feel Shadowheart's anxiety. The weapon the Absolute seeks. It's the artifact that she carries. The same one that protected you as you entered the goblin camp. Her mind focuses. Their suspicion cannot be aroused. They cannot discover that the weapon they seek is within their grasp. Your skull sizzles with Ragslin's displeasure. His mouth is still, but you hear his demand.
I speak for the Absolute, and I say, you stay. I've got plans for you, boy. And there's no true soul yet who turned their back on the Absolute.
You choke on black smoke as the hobgoblin bellows his incantation.
I command you, corpse. Speak and say sooth. Lucan ok al koldek shulkok hank.
The hideous corpse rises, tentacles writhing. Your heart seizes. Under questioning, the creature might recognize you as its killer. Ragslin's mind reels, then calms. He will speak as you command. With Ragslin's voice, you ask.
What were you doing in Faerun?
Ragslin scowls, shocked by his own words, and a jolt shoots through your skull. The creature speaks in visions. A swarm of Githyanki dragon riders, silver blades held high, control panels melting, flesh pods spilled open.
Gith on the hunt. They know something.
He is suspicious, confused by the question that fell from his lips. You proceed carefully.
Why were the Gith chasing that ship?
You see dark tunnels lit by noxious pools of brine. The darkness spreads through the earth. The sky splits open and nautiloids pour out of a void that consumes the stars.
What in the...
Suspicion floods Ragslin's mind. Your brain howls as you force a final query into his throat.
Who? You're no true soul. Yeah, you're right. You're a real true soul. I felt it.
The corpse collapses, silent once more.
No! I'm not done! Riddles, all of it, and nothing to show for the trouble but rotting squid meat. No answers, no killer, and no damned weapon. That damned Trow was right. Can't let her get all that glory. Like I said, I got plans for you. Report to the Drow. Minthar is the name. She's mounting an attack on that blasted grove. Tell her you'll join her. Praise the Absolute.
no prizes for guessing what this weapon they're after really is.
Honors
The
you
artifact.
and slays her enemies. You fertilize the fields with the dead. Rivers and streams. Ease to the ground, and they'll know she is.
Just keep your hands to yourself. You're being watched.
Your drink from her barrels. You will reign.
One with the weave.
Can't afford to stay idle. Take your...
You fertilize the fields with the dead. Rivers and streams will flood. Their cities will be razed. And they'll know she is absolute.
Don't touch me. Moving.
You'll sit. You'll drink from her barrels. You will
These things have stayed interesting. On my way.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes. Let's try this way.
Elminster's not around, so it might as well. On my way.
Rivers and streams will flow with their blood. Their cities will be razed to the ground. And they'll know she is absolute. You'll sit and you'll drink from her barrels. You will reign. Rivers and streams will flow with their blood. Their cities will be razed to the ground. And they'll know she is absolute. You'll sit and you'll drink from her barrels. You will reign.
With pleasure.
Seems the owner of that item was rather attached to it. You're about to face the consequences.
true. Might prove useful.
Let's have a little fun.
Hear us.
Moving in.
Sugan al Shukok, Otashu.
The Hogg of the elves. He doesn't speak.
You ever talk to a dead squid? Now's your chance.
This, yet it...
You
feel Shadowheart's anxiety. Her mind focuses. Their suspicion cannot be aroused. They cannot discover that the weapon you choke on black smoke. The idiot your heart seizes. Under questioning, the creature might recognize you as its killer. Ragslin's mind reels. With Ragslin's voice, you ask.
What did the killer want?
Ragslin scowls. Shocked, the creature speaks in visions. Control. He is suspicious. Confused by the question that fell from his... Ragslin frowned. You see an image. Curved drow blood. You see other mind flares arranged in a serene...
You're kidding me.
Suspicion floods Ragslin's mind. Your brain howls as you...
Why were they...
You see dark tunnel, the sky split.
What in
the corpse collapse.
No. Riddles. No. See? She's mounting an attack on that blasted craze.
No prizes for guessing what this weapon there is.
Honors you and slays her enemies. Rivers and streams.
Following you, eh? How'd you like that?
You see that eye what's it floating about? Best hope it don't take a fancy to you. Unless you like playing hide and seek when you're trying to take a damp. It's a floating eye, mate. What do you reckon? Bloody spying on us. The bigwigs at Moonrise like to be involved, the drow says. Load of trollop. Just don't trust us to do what we do best. Killing things.
Bloody hell's what? Leave me alone!
I'll take that.
The village to the east. It's abandoned.
Looks that way. But scouts said they heard something moving around out there. Something big.
It's not our concern. How many raiders do we have?
Plenty of lashes, loads of hunters, and a few pariahs to carry the powder kegs.
These pariahs, they're prepared to fight for the Absolute.
What they do ain't exactly fighting. Man.
Then they're prepared to die for the Absolute.
Dying's the only thing they're good at.
Hope your soul is in good hands.
There's a time and a place for smashing, but it appears this isn't it. You're getting locked up. You've convinced them, for now. But transgress again, and no amount of talking will get you out of trouble.
What are they doing? Hiding in trees?
Still working on it.
We'll smoke them out, no problem.
Prisoner on top, your ladyship. Spike always makes it.
The prisoner can keep his tongue. It's Spike's I'll be removing.
What a day.
Someone is one way to get a guard's blood pressure up. You're destined for the cells, if you're lucky.
Sorcery. Your ladyship. Honestly.
Like your words is meaningless.
Please,
Well,
help me.
end the latter and save the former.
Scouts said they heard something moving around out there. Something big.
It's not our concern. Our prey is elsewhere. How many raiders do we have?
Plenty of lashes, loads of hunters, and a few pariahs to carry the powder kegs.
These pariahs, they're prepared to fight for the
I was
Absolute.
looking at me.
What they do ain't exactly fighting.
All they gotta do is light up a powder and burn.
Then they're prepared to die for the Absolute. Good.
Dying's the only thing they're good at.
Your scouting party has not returned, and half of the intruders escaped your guards.
Sorry, mistress. We mucked up.
Until their sanctuary is found, I will take something precious from you every hour that passes. A trinket, a tongue, a limb.
I ain't no use without my limbs. The lads will make the prisoner squeal soon enough, I swear.
Silence now, creature, or I will silence you forever.
As she turns to you, her thoughts mingle with yours. A cold hand caressing your brain. The chamber melts away to reveal a dark, endless nowhere. In it, you see a vision. The drow listens as a pale-eyed young woman whispers in her ear. One of those the voice spoke of. One of the chosen. The vision fades away.
A true soul in such a grotesque form. The Absolute has a place in her heart even for Dathir. Her heart is more generous than mine. Join my hunt, fairy, and obey me. Interesting. What do you know of this druid? If you were sent here to hunt him, perhaps you can help me. The druid makes his home in a nearby sanctuary, where his followers worship a false god. I intend to find it and destroy it. There is a weapon the Absolute seeks. I'm sure those wretches have it hidden away there. We will find it amongst the dead and the ashes.
Her excitement is palpable. She lingers on thoughts of victory, of unbelievers' blood spilled, and of the weapon. She will seize it, in the Absolute's name. She is seeking the grove you visited. Already you feel her mind closing around yours.
My patience wears thin, true soul. The hunt must begin. I would expect nothing less. Together, we shall burn it to the ground. And when we destroy the trappings of this false god, the Absolute will reward us with such power. One, we captured a human who knows exactly where it is. He's been resilient, but he'll talk. Excellent. Be sure not to kill him before he talks.
What are we waiting for? Spears are sharp. The lads are all riled up and ready.
You have already failed me once.
How about I stop following you, eh? How'd you like that? I didn't mean nothing by it, your ladyship. Honest, I didn't.
Much like your words, is meaningless. The latter to save the former.
This ain't the party, pal. We're working here.
If I were you, I'd get me arse back to the party before somebody put me to work.
I need a quick word.
Praise his ever-bleeding axe. Praise his throne of flaming iron. Praise Maglobiet.
You know Maglobiet, a tyrannical deity who treats his goblinoid followers as slaves.
Trying to interrupt my prayers? Scared of a real god? You're as goomless as the rest of them. Cause I'm loyal to Maglobiet. Cause I ain't having my head turned by some upstart god. Yeah. My old tribe's fallen for this shite. Traitorous bastards. The great absolute brings us together. Drow and gnolls and goblins all braiding one another's hair. It's a load of shite. Talking to you, ain't I? I just don't believe in all this togetherness and chumminess. Ain't natural. It won't last. They'll be tearing into each other soon enough. Sodom all. I'll wait it out in here, praying to a real god. You think this is funny? I'll be the
Slice off their fingers and fry them for supper.
I just love a good finger fry.
Poor lad. I could give you peace, you know. But no. You gotta keep silent, don't you? Where do they flee to, you stubborn rat?
Please, stop!
Here to see your friend, have ya? Come and join him if you like.
Say we'll take over. His work is sloppy. He'll kill the prisoner too quickly.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority. Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back.
Sorry, sir. I didn't realize. He's all yours. Just don't be too rough, maybe. Moonrise Towers might still want to take him. I want to watch that weird priest next door. Sounded like he was beating something up. Yeah, beating it good.
What? The prisoner?
Please, please. Let me out. There's no reason for this. Helsing, I don't know. He changed into a bear, but I lost sight of him. I don't know if he's still alive. That's all I know. Please, get me out of here. I was with a group of adventurers. We came here for an artifact. It's called the Night Song. We tried to sneak past the goblins, but they ambushed us. I didn't think a pack of goblins could be so efficient. I don't know. The boss didn't say. He just said some wizard called Leroican would reward us if we found it. It should be here somewhere. He said there was a hidden passage underneath the temple. The place was supposed to be abandoned. When we arrived. Brian had instructions, but the goblins got him. They said they'd eat him. Please, these shackles. I don't want to die. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The lock clicks and opens.
Thank you. I better go before they catch us. I should be able to make it to the Grove on my own. They need to know they're in danger.
The Grove. To the east. They wanted to know where we came from. They'll kill everyone. Please, I need to warn them.
And away I go.
You can do better than that!
You're Lord?
some drow wizard in Moonrise want to look at you for?
How many raiders do we have?
Plenty of lashers, loads of hunters, and a few pariahs to carry the powder kegs.
These pariahs, they're prepared to... I do not have time for interruptions from underlings.
As she turns to you, her thoughts mingle with yours. A cold hand caressing your brain. The chamber melts away to reveal a dark, endless nowhere. In it, you see a vision. The drow listens as a pale-eyed young woman whispers in her ear. One of those the voice spoke of. One of the chosen. The vision fades away.
A true soul? Praise be. Are you here to join my hunt? Why do you ask? Surely you feel the Absolute moving through me, just as I feel her in you. Now, you must hunt with me. In her name. Worshippers of a false god. Their existence is an insult to the Absolute's claim on this region. There is a weapon the Absolute seeks. I'm sure those wretches have it hidden away there. We will find it amongst the dead and the ashes.
Her excitement is palpable. She lingers on thoughts of victory, of unbelievers' blood spilled, and of the weapon. She will see.
The thief. We will continue to remove parts of him until he tells us exactly where it is. He's been resilient, but he'll talk. Tell me what you know. The Absolute will reward us with such power if we find this place. Fool! You have fallen for his lies. We know that area well. There is nothing hidden there. We will have to do this the hard way. Scour the area and hunt them down, then report back to me.
Prisoners lost a lot of blood, your ladyship. Still ain't talking.
Tell them to stop cutting him. We need him alive. Break his bones instead.
Do you want to become spider food?
Prisoner will talk, your ladyship. Spike always makes him talk.
If he doesn't, I'll cut out his tongue.
If he don't have a tongue, he can't tell us nothing.
The prisoner can keep his tongue. Its spikes I'll be removing.
With their blood.
Let's get on with it. Onward then.
What are we waiting for? Spears are sharp. The lads are all riled up and ready.
You have already failed me once. And now you dare to question me.
I didn't mean nothing by it, your ladyship. Honest, I didn't. Ain't polite to stare, Wormwalt. If you ain't got the guts to get branded, clear off.
So much fun that those thieves almost got past.
We got 'em now, eh? And once the whelp starts singing, we'll know who sent them.
Aye. Might be we'll pay him a visit, but...
many did you have? 5? That's nothing, let you go. Shall I start creeping in? Cause I ain't wasting up you. Not me. To the dying thing. Nice and chewy.
Let's see.
That's curious.
No traps, please.
Ow! Ow!
Dead cat. There's a trap.
Every old woman you meet.
Just tell us where she is. We don't want any trouble.
But you're bloody getting some if you don't fess up.
Lads, for the love of all that is holy, I've never clapped eyes on your poor sister.
Drop the act, hag. You was the last to see me, Rena.
Just let her go. Please.
You there? Please, I don't know what's come over these boys. I just want to go home.
Stop this! We won't ask again.
Careful! Don't trust a word out of her mouth. Our sister went to the hag, and we ain't seen her since.
Hand over heart, I don't know their sister. I will gladly help you all look for her, though.
Enough. Where is she?
Bollocks! You were supposed to rush to my defense, love. Fat lot of good you are. Some advice? You ever darken my door, you'd best have that head bowed and an apology at the ready. Bye-bye now.
Bloody hells. She just disappeared. Ain't seen nothing like that before.
She could shoot fireworks out of her backside for all I care. The hag has Rena!
It's our sister, Mayrina. She's... well... she was in a bad way after her husband died.
Started saying weird things, like how she was gonna bring him back.
Next thing, she's gone looking for the hag. Of all the stupid things to do. And we haven't seen her since. And no good ever came from dealing with a hag.
None of this matters, all right? We need to get her back, and fast! Are you joking? I ain't got a clue who you are. No way I'm leaving Rena to you.
But, Joel...
Not a chance. We're getting her back on our own. Now, come on.
Maybe I need more pockets.
A chill runs up your spine. You feel like you're being watched. You blink and the wilderness changes. A swamp, stinking and insidious, assaults your senses.
My finger.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
At the ready.
A long way to go still.
Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it. Swift as my feet can carry me. What's hiding here?
blood everywhere. Someone wasn't as fortunate in their choice of campsite as us.
No ordinary creature did this. Redcaps ripped the place to pieces. I'll give it a shot.
Adventure awaits.
Let's chat.
My. I'd better be careful not to trigger that.
Going a little longer now.
That boar shows no signs it was killed by wolves or hunters.
The pig's dead, my friend. Staring at it won't bring it back. Come on. We'll never fix these brainworms if we stop and gawk at every piece of carrion you find.
The boar seems to be fresh, only a few hours dead. Examining the corpse, you see 2 small puncture wounds in its neck.
And? Is it dead enough for you? It's been drained of blood with wounds in its neck. It's been killed by a vampire. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to worry you. They are ferocious creatures. But don't worry. I'll keep watch tonight. We won't have to worry about nocturnal visitors. Now please, let's go.
On it.
farther can I go? Something's on my mind.
The dog lowers his hackles, his head tilted inquisitively. Convinced that you're harmless, he turns his attention back to the corpse. With a deep, heartbroken whine, the dog bows his head. The dog whimpers nervously, as if to urge you on. The dog looks at his owner with sad eyes. He does not move. The dog sniffs your hand, his tail swung low in understanding. He knows how to find you.
You know, I've been thinking, nothing big or... It's just that I happen to be a, what's the best way to put this? A vampire. And by rights, I should be cinders, blowing in the wind. But something's protecting me. The same something that's kept us from turning into mind flayers, no doubt. But that's neither here nor there. What matters is everything's out in the open now. Because we trust each other. Exactly. I knew I could rely on you. Just like you can rely on me. Now, was there anything else? Oh, what's to tell? I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all rather tedious.
Bloody hells. Literally. Just when I think I've got a grasp on our dilemma, a devil shows up. No matter. We've dealt with every other oddity thrown at us lately. We can handle this one too. Now, as for this Raphael, he knows our secret. He claims he can help. What do you make of him? I suppose it was a lot to take in. A devil sought us out, teased us with his help, but he also stared as if we were the banquet, rather than the one on the table. We can't hedge our bets here. Best we decide how to deal with him, if at all. You know, failing to make a decision is the same as making a decision. Except you decide blindly. Perhaps you're right. Perhaps a devil has our best interests at heart and wants nothing in return. We could throw ourselves at his feet, be they cloven or otherwise. Or perhaps we shouldn't. Bravo. He had me worried for a moment. He's clever. My order uses the same tactic when dealing with enemies of Shah. You don't need a scourge or a rack to break people. Fear and self-doubt is sufficient. When actual pain comes, the victim's already done the heavy lifting for their torturer. There were no right answers with that devil. He was toying with his food. Us. I respect his craft. As should you. Watch out for that devil. You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask? What, besides my life's calling and the greatest problem I've ever faced? Well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant? No, I can't. Quite literally, I mean. With my memory suppressed, I can't betray Shah's secrets. But I can't remember much of myself either. If I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shah's mission, then my memories will be restored. Of course. It is an act of faith, not to be undertaken lightly. Shah will reward me when I succeed.
Do you feel as flattered as I do? Invited to dine with a devil. Believe me, that was a devil's equivalent of serenades and roses. Don't let his bluster fool you. All that talk of desperation merely illustrates his own. I think he wants something from us, badly. And in that knowledge lies our opportunity. There's no such thing as an absolute certainty. Let me play the devil's advocate. The man is too eager. Do not dismiss his offer out of hand. If there's one quality all the denizens of the hells embody, it's ambition. Quality they share with many humans, come to think of it. By figuring out his true intentions. Fact one, there's something very strange and very powerful about our tadpoles. Fact two, a devil offers to take it away. Devils aren't known to aid mortals out of simple kindness. Whatever Raphael wants, we must be the key to getting it, along with our tadpoles. So, we say for now, we wait. If I'm right, Raphael will seek us out again, and when he does, there's a mighty bargain to be made. Remember his Cormyrean rhyme? Down came the claw. Perhaps we should start growing our nails.
Don't mind if I do.
Look at owlbear tracks. Its nest must be nearby.
That stench. Dead owlbear prey, no doubt.
Luna's statue in a stinking cave. Hardly a place of honor, even for the likes of her. There's magic at play here.
Contents easily.
A spell keeping this chest shut.
You feel the quake of its heavy footsteps before you see it. An owlbear, its beaked face looming out of the darkness. You can only surmise the obvious. The owlbear is out for blood.
Outmaneuver them.
Battle of wits. Outflank, outsmart. something, despite everything.
Need to act fast.
One can't always be a gentleman.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Cub looks from you to his dead mother. A single strike will end his suffering.
It hurts.
You watch, speechless, as the cub begins to eat his mother.
The cub has a fighting chance now.
That, or we've just prolonged its misery.
Oblivious to your presence, the cub continues to gorge himself on his dead mother.
Need to find a way forward.
Owlbear eggshells. An unhatched one would fetch quite a price. An owlbear egg. These are supposed to be worth a fortune.
What's in here? Open up. Here goes nothing.
What's that?
expectations. Let's get going. Moving ahead. Oh, cursed to put my hands on everything. Might be useful.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
He's hurt badly. An owlbear got him deep. If there's anything you can do...
I'm watching you.
The injured man locks eyes with you. A familiar squirming churns in your head. Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits. Yours to shepherd.
Protect them. He is a true soul. Mind him. He will... He...
Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now. You're a true soul. Edwin, our brother. He was chosen. Like you. Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
What? Are you testing us?
A true soul, like you, has been chosen by the Absolute. You speak with her voice. Your words are her command. She grants you the power to enforce her will. And when the time comes, the true souls, you, will rule.
That fellow had a tadpole in his head, and they consider him blessed? Chosen? What madness is this?
I don't know any druids.
Really? You killed that thing?
May the Absolute continue to guide your hand, sir. As for us, we won't take any more of your time. May the Absolute guide us.
True soul? Absolute? What did they mean?
They're clearly devoted to the Absolute, whatever that is.
An empty mind flayer vessel. If its occupant survived, then nowhere to be seen. A succession of quick bangs rattle the door. Then, a low moan. Someone, or something, is having a bit of fun.
Leave it. Whoever's inside doesn't want an audience, and I don't want to fight.
Go away!
another muffled cry. The two inside are still in the throes of passion.
What the hell are you doing?
Ruined. Smash. Oh, smash you!
Get out! You're in the making.
Delicious.
Ready.
Life comes easy these days.
The witching hour.
Just like old times. Let's go.
Can't give up. Not now. Take you.
I won't give in. I can't even catch my breath.
The lance board is set.
This will do nicely.
What should I do?
this behind us. Far behind us.
A wizard's quite worthless with a tired mind. Sleep beckons. I would follow.
Here we go. What's inside?
Just another crate.